Well, this video went from our first overnight bus to I need to take Amber to the hospital. Good morning from Sanliurfa, Turkey. We've been here for 5 days, but today we are gonna leave. We're gonna take our first overnight bus that we've ever taken to Cappadocia. It's gonna be about 9.5 hours and we leave at 8:30 tonight. All right, let's go. Since we're always trying to save money, this is our first time staying in a hotel, especially for this long. We usually do one nights because we can get those for free with our Marriott credit card, and this hotel was actually free also. It's been so hot, it's like 95 degrees and we're inside still. We're gonna melt when we walk outside. The reason we decided to stay in a hotel is because there were very few Airbnbs in this city, and the ones that were here looked questionable. In order to stay in this hotel for free for 5 days, we signed up for the lowest of the low Hilton credit card. It was like $1,000 minimum spend and we got 100,000 points. For 5 days, this hotel cost 60,000 points. So for free, we got this and we still have points left over. Is there only one bus terminal in Sanliurfa?
Yes.
Yes, okay, perfect. Like we've said before, Google Translate works so well. Everybody here uses it and knows about it, just knows how to use it. It's not foreign to anybody.
Let's just go inside. Hopefully there's air conditioning. I have sweat pouring down my back right now. Oh, was that recording?
Our checkout was at 11 and our whole entire plan today was to go to a coffee shop and relax and work for the rest of the day. But this bus stop isn't near anything. It's on like one side of the highway. So we're gonna stay here. They have a cafe, we have an outlet, and this is our post up for the day. We have like 9 hours until our bus leaves. It's gonna be a long day.
If that's super sugary, I might have to order one.
I ordered a coffee, and that is not like any Turkish coffee I've ever seen. I'm a little uncertain about it. Except Amber is over here going, that looks good.
Looks like it's full of sugar.
Oh yeah, there's definitely just powder in here. It's just instant something, which I'm not upset by. Oh man, that's hot. We're gonna have to wait a second. It tastes straight up like hot chocolate. I don't know what they gave me.
It's not coffee?
I don't think so. Do you want this? Just an observation since we've been in Sanliurfa. It feels like we're in a different country. A lot of things are the same, but a lot of things are different. We are actually further east than when we were in Jordan. So this part of the country feels a lot more like the Middle East, and the west side, Istanbul, Selçuk, Izmir, feels more westernized. One thing that is the same for sure is the food. We ordered lahmacun again. We showed you that in the Balat neighborhood video. And we actually asked for a menu, and the server was like, when we've got kebab, lahmacun, it's like they serve the same 5 things in every single restaurant all over the city. The one difference with the lahmacun here is they give you parsley and mint instead of like lettuce and onion. Still good.
I went downstairs to use the bathroom for the second time today, and you have to pay 2 lira every time you go down there. I went to hand the guy my money, and he goes, okay, I guess my face got me a free entrance. It was really nice.
I'm gonna have to use the bathroom here soon and we'll see how cute I am. I think I'm gonna have to pay. It is so hot, we're switching spots. We just came from the restaurant, we've been sitting for like the last 7 hours. We had 3 waters, 4 irons, lahmacun, and I think 2 durams. And it came to 90 lira.
What? Are you kidding me?
You would think that at a place like this, it'd be a little bit more expensive, but we usually pay between 10 and 20 lira for the durum. Lahmacun, same thing. Waters are 5, iron is 5 or so it makes sense, but
I feel like they gave us a deal.
we've been sitting there for a long time and it just seems like it should have been more, but yeah, that's how much it is. Now everyone's staring at me because I'm talking to the camera.
There's just men shouting behind me, and as far as I understand, they're literally just shouting to grab your attention to try to get a sale.
While we were sitting in the restaurant, the person that was taking care of our table brought over this other guy who was from Scotland, and he basically was like, hey, he speaks English too, like, be friends. So we did, and we talked to Duncan from Scotland for like an hour and a half before he left on his bus. So Duncan, if you see this, it was nice talking to you. We've been down here a half an hour, just a half an hour, and we have seen some interesting things go on these buses. Propane tank, a tire, a couch, and a crate of pigeons. We talked to the ticket counter to see where our bus was going to be, and they said stall 2. And when you came out here, there's no 2 or numbers anywhere. It wasn't on the building, it wasn't on the ground. Couldn't figure it out. And somebody said, where do you need to go? We said, Nevshir. They said, oh, it's number 2, and then pointed up. Little tiny numbers at the top. I never would have seen those. It's now 8:45. Our bus is like 15 minutes late, and we've talked to a couple different people, and they said that happens all the time, and our bus is coming next. It should be about 10 minutes. I'm tired.
If you've noticed that I've not been on the video much today, it's because my voice sounds like this. It's only gotten steadily worse as the days progressed. It's gonna be a fun night. Nathan literally just takes away to go to the bathroom.
All of them were pit toilets, and that wasn't happening.
Nereye gidiyorsunuz? Nevşehir?
Nevshir, yes.
Nevshir, Otogar.
Gaziantep?
Nevshir.
Nevşehir.
Nevshir.
Tamam.
Okay.
Öbür taraf. Getir.
Başka yok eksik. We're on our way. It's gonna be about 9 hours. We have like 5 different stops. It's gonna be an interesting night. This bus ride was actually quite comfortable. We had Wi-Fi and outlets. The seats were nice, but it definitely had its oddities. We stopped every 20 minutes at bus stops and restaurants, and sometimes just on the side of the road. Sleeping was not ideal. After 8 hours, the sun had come up and we were in Nevshir, which is just outside of Cappadocia. We made it to Nevshir, and overnight Amber got progressively worse. Her voice is completely gone. Nothing else is open. We can't get any medication from a grocery store. So we're gonna go to the hospital for the first time while traveling. Okay, I'm sorry, this video is going to be a little wild when something bad goes wrong. I don't usually think about vlogging, that's all Amber. Amber's sickness was a little bit more than her losing her voice. I think it's either strep throat or pharyngitis. She had a fever. It was a lot worse than what we had let on, and that's why we're at the hospital. When we got here though, they got us right in, really nice, and we will have to pay because we're tourists, out of pocket. I'm not upset about that. We do have travel insurance, we'll figure that out later. Everything is all up in the air right now. I'm happy she got some medication though. You know, when you start traveling and you think you may have to do this one day, it's kind of scary because it's so unknown, and American medical is not easy. That was the easiest thing ever. And it was only 180 lira. They gave us 2 prescriptions. We have to walk about 200 meters to the pharmacy. But wow, that's really all I gotta say. Okay, stopped at the pharmacy. And here, I don't think you have to go to any specific one. Just go to whatever pharmacy, they have the medication. It was 250 lira. So all in, less than about 400 lira or so. How could you complain about that? I hope we got the right medication because Amber's not doing well. Now we're gonna get a taxi to our Airbnb.
Faruk, the breakfast is ready.
Okay, that'd be great. Yes. We made it. We're gonna eat breakfast. I don't know exactly what everything is, but this is a traditional Turkish breakfast. You've got cucumbers and tomatoes and cheese, jam, eggs, and the stuffed grape leaves.
I want to tell my side of the story when I'm physically able to. I just can't right now, but I've got a lot to say. I don't know how this video is going to end. That's going to be up to Nathan.
We still have to show you the room. We found this 2 days ago. We had no idea where we were going to stay today. If we were going to stay in Urfa or come out here, and we found this great room.
This is beautiful.
This is one of the best rooms we've ever stayed in. We say that a lot, but it is. You have a full jacuzzi and a shower, and it was $18 a night. How could you beat that? The hosts are amazing. Breakfast, I'm in awe. Our morning may have started rough, but our day is gonna end great. Good morning from Cappadocia. Amber is still really sick, so I got up to catch the sunrise and these hot air balloons. This is so cool. Never seen anything like it. Tomorrow we're gonna go to our new Airbnb, a cave hotel. We'll see you there.
Tub with a headrest is huge. I want to briefly touch on the fact that yes, I went to the hospital. I'm able to talk a little bit now. I just kind of want to explain my side of everything. This was my first time going to a hospital in my entire life. On that bus ride, things just got so bad. I could not hardly eat. Swallowing water was so painful. Turning my head because my lymph nodes were swollen. Even my gag reflex was activated, so I was dry heaving. That's when I knew I need to get help as soon as possible, because if this gets any worse, I just don't even know what I'm going to do with myself. Cue Ezra. A girl on Instagram reached out the moment we got to Turkey. She had traveled in the United States and mentioned that she's from Turkey. I knew that she was going to be in a nearby town when we got to Nevshir, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to ask for help. Sure enough, she responded and she gave me every single detail that I would possibly need, which hospital to go to. She said I could call her and she would help translate, which we did end up doing. It was incredible. We went to the pharmacy, I got the medication, and 2 days later, this is where I'm at. So, thank you, Ezra. I hope we can buy you lunch. But that's our story. I just was really scared. Things were getting so bad, and you know what? Sometimes you have to put your health before your money, and that's a very American way for us to think, but I'm glad we went and got the medication because I was not doing well.
Next room we have, I'm going to set up my camera and let you guys see what it's like for the first 30 minutes to an hour that we get into our room. It's me sitting here or in a corner trying to keep out of the way while Amber runs. Films on her camera, her phone, And then I try to film, and then she goes, no, 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 and then films again.
I let you
and
film.
then we can enjoy the room.
You filmed first.
You let me film,
Yeah.
and then you show me how it's done.